This is Dr. Foojan Zeine, and here's the tip of the week. I wanted to share with you about freedom, about the sense of personal freedom and actual how do you experience freedom. In the dictionary, freedom is stated to be of a person in going and coming, equality before the court, security of private property, freedom of opinion and its expression, and freedom of conscious subject to the rights of others and of the public. Well, one of the biggest aspects of it is as we experience it in the day-to-day life, is also freedom of opinion and its expressions. And and you can see this in every single aspect of life, whether you're in relationship with people at work, in any type of community, social media. Um, does people do you have freedom? Do you create freedom for yourself? Do you get attached to something and take away your own freedom? Even in your own habits, is there a way that you take your own freedom by um, getting addicted or creating structures around yourself where at one point you're like, oh, this thing's got me instead of me having that? Aren't most of you having the same experience with your social media that somehow it feels like it got you now? Um, and what are the ways for us to see and recognize that I'm no longer free? Where is it that I feel so dependent and it just seems like I can't get rid of it? Even if I choose not to, my brain isn't free, my emotions aren't free. I keep going after something. I get boggled down with different types of emotions or different types of desires, and it doesn't feel like I'm free. In relationships, is there a place that I um, feel like I can't express myself, or I will be punished if I do whatever it is that I want to do? Um, can I share? Can I communicate? Can it be a healthy relationship where I feel that I have my freedom? So when you're looking at your life, it's good to see that every aspect of your life, is there a way that you could feel free and create freedom within the structures that are there? So, for example, if you're going into a driving, are you free? Well, up to a point, as long as you're respecting the law and respecting other people who are driving and people who are walking around and the bikers and all of that. So there's a sense of freedom that you do have, but it doesn't mean that you could do whatever you want at any time you want. So this freedom appeared to be anarchy. Well, I mean, you live with others. So how does your freedom and beside somebody else's freedom, can it clash? And can it be respected? So the point of freedom would be that how can I feel free about my desires, wants, space, the ability to share, the ability to negotiate, and the ability to respect. And then request same, similar type of freedom and respect from others. And there are going to be places that my freedom will be taken away. And then the point is, how can I handle it? How can I see what part I am in control and what part I'm not? And how can I negotiate any structure where my freedom is taken away? Um, can I agree to some of the rules and structures of the freedom to be that is being taken away? Um, in some countries, you can't. The freedom is taken away, and you pretty much don't have an option. But then within that not having an option, is there a way where you can find your own fulfillment? Is there a way to get out if there's a possibility? So it's like within a space, how can I find a freedom? We have people who are in prison and they say they find the freedom of thought there, although many other aspects of their life is not free, but they find the freedom of their thought and emotion. And at least within that, they experience some choices and experience their freedom in that. So find where you can find your freedom and hold it and cherish it and enjoy it and make the right choices for yourself when you have. When you don't have freedom, see how you could tolerate it. How is there a way to change it? Is there a way to fight it? Is there a way to take a stand for it? And to honor yourself in the midst of where others won't honor you. And then create, request, demand honor from that. But more than anything, find out how you're taking away other people's freedom, freedom of thinking, freedom of choice, freedom of being. Maybe the way you judge them, maybe the way you shun them, maybe the way that you don't want to be with them because you're judging them. And that takes away their freedom. Whether they're in the work environment and you judge them and you don't allow them, or when you're not interested in who they are and what they say and what their expression is. So maybe you are also taking somebody else's freedom away. Whether it's in a personal relationship with your children, are you taking their freedom away? Um, and then they're going to rebel. If it's in the type of a structure of a family system, are you being disrespectful to your mate's needs and desires and what they say and what they want? And are you taking somebody else's freedom away? And if you want your respect for your freedom, maybe it's time to also respect other people's freedom and who they are. And this way, maybe we could live together beautifully and lovingly and respectfully, and not only respecting each other's freedom, but also our own. Thank you for listening.